breaking news on 2 News at 10.
So anyone that is not a resident of Kanosh, please stay away. You will be turned around at either end of the town.
In central Utah tonight, fire breached a containment line and a warning to keep away from the community of Kanosh. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Malahi.
And I'm Mika Miyashima. New evacuations are in place as crews work to slow the spread of the Widemouth2 fire. Our Natalie Wattis is live close to where it's all unfolding. Natalie.
Good evening, Mika and Brian. That's right. Right now I'm standing on the south end of Kanosh, and I'm joined by Sierra Hellstrom. She's with the U.S. Forest Service. Sierra, thanks for being here tonight. So tell me about what's changed with the Widemouth2 fire today.
So as we expected with the wind conditions and the hot temperatures where we had record high heat today, we knew that we would likely see higher fire activity. And we prepped all week. We knew this was coming. We had dozer line and retardant line. We had crews prepping for this kind of weather. And sometimes you can't over prepare what Mother Nature is going to do. The fire did spot over our retardant and dozer lines this afternoon, making a push to the northeast here in Kanosh. That did change evacuation levels where everything on the south end of Kanosh is in a go status, and most of the town of Kanosh is in a set status, which is asking them to get ready to evacuate. As you can see behind us here, the fire is still very active tonight. We aren't seeing temperatures cool off. The winds are still extreme, and we're going to have red flag warnings through tonight and the next couple of shifts. So we're not likely to see this fire die down anytime soon.
Right, you mentioned you guys are going to be staying up tonight, it sounds like, monitoring this.
Yeah, we've got crews up there right now. We've had night shift the whole time, but we obviously brought in more night shift as fire behavior picked up. So we've got crews up right there now working the line, doing what we call strategic firing operations, where they're actively burning the unburned fuels between some natural barriers that they've created and some dozer line towards the fire, literally fighting fire with fire to hopefully create an extended fuel break to keep the fire out of the city of Kanosh.
Wow. And when Kanosh is due north of the fire, as I understand it, where has the fire kind of run, and why the upgrade in evacuation status here?
The fire's mostly following the topography of the forest here, where it burns uphill quicker. So it's burning uphill along the forest boundaries and catching in those canyons and spotting over. But those canyons are very near the city and the community. So the evacuation levels change because we are expecting a wind shift tonight directly from the south, which would push the fire north into the community. Obviously, we are taking all the steps that we can to prevent that from happening, but we need residents to be prepared. Fire, as we've seen today throughout the last couple of shifts, and especially today, can be unpredictable. And despite all our best efforts, it is a natural disaster that we can only do so much to contain.
Absolutely. Well, with this fire, have there been any structures lost or injuries?
We haven't had any structures lost and no major injuries on this fire, which is really impressive considering the conditions we saw today.
Speaking of conditions, I know we were here on Wednesday and spoke with you. Wednesday was a really mild day. We had rain. Can you talk to me about how the fire has changed since then?
Yeah, whenever we have rain and cloud cover, it prevents the sun from directly exposing the ground and heating it up. And one of the 3 things that fire needs to move is it needs heat. So with the cloud cover and the humidity in the air, it cooled the fire down for a day. So a lot of residents, when they couldn't see smoke in the air anymore, thought the fire was out. But as soon as that cloud cover moved out in the afternoon, by that afternoon, we already saw trees torching and an increased level of activity, that it changes that quickly in these dry of conditions.
Just goes to show, and we've been seeing such hot weather. What's the outlook for the next couple of days?
It's going to continue to grow. We have a lot of crews on this. We've got a lot of resources. At this point, it's not lack of resources as much as just the conditions and the weather that we're seeing. Red flag warnings, record high temperatures of I think we had 104 here, which is almost unheard of. And it's not cooling off overnight. We're having no overnight recovery where the humidity isn't increasing. And so this fire is likely to stay active throughout tonight and the next couple of shifts.
Oh my gosh. Well, stay safe out there. Good luck to the firefighters. Sierra, thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you.
Brian, Mika, this fire has expanded. It has burned now more than 10,300 acres. Back to you.
All right, Natalie Wattis reporting live for us. Thanks so much. That fire burning big and bright tonight. And updates on the Widemouth2 Fire on our website, KUTV.com.
In northern Utah tonight, another fire could force new evacuations. People in Portage have been told be prepared to leave immediately.
Utah Fire Info says a fire in Box Elder County is growing rapidly and structures are threatened. 1,600 acres have burned in Johnson Canyon. The curious are being asked to stay away so that firefighters have space to do their jobs.